Let's talk about the third reason why I'm not going to get the season pass. I'm not going to continue to play this solid game. It's a good comparison with Destiny. Destiny lasted so long in our inner circle because there was no competition. If you look at the games that were released from September 2014 to November 2015, there was no game where like a group of friends could just play it. Right? Now, you could say Black Ops 3, but that was at the tail end of Destiny. But during that summer and quarter one, just nothing in there. There's just nothing in there. It's the complete opposite for me this time around. I'm getting Battleborn. I'm getting Overwatch. I'm getting Mirror's Edge. I'm probably going to try to Gamefly Doom for the single player. And then this fall, there's going to be some shit to get. Who knows when Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out? And then quarter 1 2017 is Mass Effect Andromeda. And if they just give us if they can somehow live up to Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, it's over for every other game. It is over. I still got the Battlefront Season Pass. And I think they're releasing, 2 heroes per expansion, and that's just more fun for me in Heroes vs. Villains. That's still one of my favorite game modes of all time. They need to release an all-hero bloodbath game mode, but I guess they can't do that until they have at least 6 on each side. They only have 4 right now, so that's a bummer. I never thought of that. It's kind of sad how competition for a game like Destiny was so lackluster, because that game was such a lackluster game. And I don't want to be, suckered back into a weekly loot rotating game. Oh, it's the reset, let's do the blah blah blah. No, fuck that. I'm done with that. That just reminds me of that hell. Oh, look, I didn't get the fucking Warlock chest for a month straight now. I can't be level 34. Oh, look, I didn't get... we did hard mode this week. And all of us got... No, I think... We did it with 3 people. Match made for 1. I think 2 of us got double Tactician's Authority. My reward was Tactician's Authority, and then I got a 190 Striker's Chest, I believe. So it's like, oh, great. There go the 214 drops, and the 190 gear set items in this game fucking suck. Unless you absolutely need it for the 4th piece, the rolls are so low compared to 204s. It's just... what really upsets me is that they haven't let us know what's going to happen about anything. There's been no balance changes with this game. Talents absolutely dictate. Way too much. That 160 AR I showed you with Brutal and Deadly, that's better than I could roll 100 ACRs, and that will be better than 95 of them. And the ACRs are 204, 2 levels higher. But because it has Brutal and Deadly, it automatically does more damage. Talents are too powerful in this game. And it'd be cool. I don't have that much of a problem with the talents being too good if the fucking bosses in the DZ dropped 180s and 2 204s. And then you can really start getting some good stuff, you know? This next patch better be killer. But it doesn't really matter because the Overwatch beta is going to last for a week. And then once that's done, I'm really going to get into Battleborn. And then Overwatch comes out on the 24th, and then it's over. I am beyond ready for a dedicated PvP game again. You know, I played Titanfall for 6 months straight until Destiny came out. You know, I got the 10th gen within a month. I'm so ready for a PvP only game, especially an ability shooter like that with 20 characters. Oh my god, I'm like salivating. Man, is this video really gonna be this short? I feel like I'm missing a bunch of shit. Let's talk about... See, this is when I used to get in trouble back in the day when I was relevant, but I'm not relevant anymore. Let's talk about content creators in this game. You got like Butter. Whew, we'll save him for later. We got this fucking Destiny. Oh, I'm not gonna use that word. We got the Destiny kids who tried to transfer over. Oh my god, cringe. Hello, my name is Bife, and my name is Bife. What's his intro? I think he says at the end, this has been my name is Bife. His name, my name is Bife. Did he really, who came up with that? Did he not think twice before he came up with that? My name is Bife. Why wouldn't you just say my name is Bife and then have Bife be your name? Oh my god. He tried to make some videos. And I remember the first video I saw of his on this game. He said the M44 was the best sniper in the game. Fuck it, dude. Maybe it is with explosive shot. Maybe he was right, and everyone using bounce on M1s are just idiots, you know? He was right, dude. He was ahead of the curve. Then M-Tashed, I've trolled him so many times in his videos. It's so good. He thinks I'm a legit hater. I mean, I kind of am. He's kind of right. But he hasn't countered any of my points. The best is when you click on a build video and they only have like 55% armor. Or even less. And it's just like, dude, I'd kill you in like 5 bullets in the dark zone. Doesn't matter how much damage you do. Well, centuries maybe it does. But pre-patch, if you didn't have rehabilitated and you didn't have max armor, you weren't gonna kill me. I mean, did you see the video I just uploaded? Those pre-patch. I was shot at by 3 people for 8 minutes straight. They were putting bullets into my back, and they didn't kill me. And I still think that would be just as, if not more fair, than having 3 marks in your head and getting shock turreted. There's no words in the dictionary that describe how much I hate shock turrets. Back to the content creators. Dado, horrible, as usual. Stick to Destiny. Stick to doing the raid with no HUD. Stick to beating Crota with like only ARs or whatever the fucking shit you do. Eric's Gaming, I never really watched him on Destiny. I mean, if you still upload Where Is Zer videos, enough said. Right? Enough said. That if you're still telling your audience whether or not they should spend their strange coins on an item that Zer is selling, that's got to be a dark place, right? I mean, fuck, you're getting paper, but God, I did that once, and it was a fucking troll. That was a good video, though. So those 4, and some guy named Skill Up, and his gameplay in the background was horrible, but they did like a podcast, and I'm only 26 minutes in, and the shit they're talking about, woo! talking about how hard Russian consulate is, and how the exploiters ruined the game. Dude, first of all, the gameplay in the video is horrible. This dude's name is Skill Up, and he's dedicated to getting you better. And his gameplay is like D+. So he's lost. He's already out for the count. Dado, I don't think ever uploaded one video in the Dark Zone, so his opinion on the game doesn't matter. Rex, the British dude, European, I don't know if he's British, he said that he doesn't like, he draws the line at exploiters and getting loot by cheating, and then he is in a video with Willis where they're showing the exploit off and he's getting loot. So hello. And then MTash, what do I even say about MTash? I got nothing for him. He beat me. And then Bife, oh, I represent the solo player, blah 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 blah. Dude, shut up. You know, Dark Zone, honestly, the Dark Zone solo is just as fun, if not more fun, than playing with people, because it's literally just you out there, you know? Nobody's reviving you. Nobody's healing you except for you. You got one ult, and it's exhilarating out there, especially when you try to fight teams. The other day, I went rogue up in DZ6 so much by myself that I made 2 separate parties of 4 join together, and I got off the game because it was literally 8v1 the next time I fought. And I heard them in game chat like, dude, this fucking barely guy keeps trying to kill us. You want to join up? Yeah, sure, dude. And I was like, wow. Thanks, dude. This is what I've done to myself. I've turned it into an 8v1. What else can we talk about? Oh, dude. Pawn Star for Hire came out with one of the cringiest videos ever in gaming YouTube history. For 5 minutes, he tried to sell the point that using Reckless and exploiting for gear set items is harming other people. And, you know, that might sound, you know, not that bad. He legit tried to make it sound like you were hurting people, like you were fucking stabbing people and shooting them with real bullets by using this exploited gear and bugged gear like Reckless. Wow, dude, 10% more protection. I'm harming you. Harming. Doing damage. Now, he could have easily just said ruining the gameplay experience, where even that's not true, because I'd much rather go up against Sentry's Call kids that cheated for it than Sentry's Call kids that cheated for it with Shock Turret. That's ruining my gameplay experience. Your Shock Turret harmed me so much that I'm not playing the game anymore. So maybe I can see where he's coming from in a certain twisted point of view. But saying that Reckless is harming people is just, it's kind of sad. You know, and back to something I said earlier, is that there are multiple combinations that you can do in this game. I mean, I was using Smart Cover. You've probably been watching it for a while now. That was working. Flashbang, you know, I have mixed feelings about Flashbang because you can disrupt them, but then somebody can just easily ult to clear it. Support Station, you move too much to make Support Station good. Mobile cover shouldn't be in the game. Tac Link is completely useless now because everyone does so much damage. The damage buff is irrelevant. If we ever get a party of 4 again, which won't happen, I'd like to use Recovery Link because I'm typically not the first person to die unless I get Shock Turret. Shout outs to that. Ballistic Shield and Mobile Cover just shouldn't be in the game. So that's 2 less abilities right there. Seeker Mine, I think would see more play if the cooldown wasn't fucking so long. 54 seconds and I have 16,000 skill power. That's double first aid time. That's double No, it's not double first aid. It's 20 more seconds of first aid and sticky bomb. You know, pulse is a long ass cooldown, but it also lasts for 27 seconds for me, so that cooldown is kind of irrelevant. Yeah, the Seeker Mine cooldown is way too long, and it also just will randomly blow up too early, and it like won't set people on fire. So it really just comes down to first aid, pulse, and shock turret on Xbox, and it's not as fun as it was. Back to the content creators. Like Butter. Like Butter is killing it on YouTube. He's dropping dimes. He's dropping 100k views on like every video. And he uploads Gears of Trash 4, the worst looking game of all time. It would look great on PS2. Now you could say that Black Ops 3 on 360 objectively looks worse than Gears 4 on Xbox One, but I could subjectively argue that Gears 4 looks worse than Black Ops 3 on 360 because it's on next gen and it looks that bad. And what the fuck are those new enemies? The Swarm? Cringe. The worst character design I've ever seen. Locust. Just normal Grenadier Locust is one of the tightest looking motherfuckers ever created. And the Swarm looks so bad. I played for about 5 minutes last night. Maybe like 3 minutes. The movement is fantastic. Hit registration was really good. Everything else was complete shit. You can't even back aim blind fire. That alone makes me not want to play it. If they put that in and somehow tenfold change the graphics, maybe it would be good. Can they completely redesign the Swarm? I mean, I think they said it's like an alpha. It's not really a beta. So, I mean, didn't Halo 5 look decent in the winter of 2015? Right? Quarter 1, didn't it look decent? It didn't look completely terrible. Even though, God, the Spartans are so small in that game. Ugh. I'm going too far off talking. Like Butter! Division. Killing it. His videos are so good because there's so many things I can nitpick. Whether it's him saying Vicious is trashed, or that OG sustained Bill with like 50% armor, I would have killed him in like 3 bullets pre-patch. That would have been hilarious, fighting him. And in one of his videos, whether they were debating whether or not these kids were hackers, and one of the guys who recognized him was like, "Dude, I'm glad you ditched that sustained build. That build was trash." And he just didn't say anything. Oh my god, that shit was so awkward and so funny. Oh, Like Butter, you're the man, dude. Never changed. I went to his chat the other day, and he was trying to like make enough tools to craft something, and it took him like 10 minutes to try to figure out what to do. He was like running around the PvE area, and he like couldn't find how to get the tools. And I just said, "This is cringe." And then like a minute later, he's like, "TCG was here. This is cringe." You're cringe, buddy. Where do I recognize that name? TCG was here. Yeah, you're cringe, buddy. It's like, okay, dude. Sick comeback. And then like one of his drones in the chat is like, "You're cringe." And I said, "Why?" He said, "It's cringe that you're calling a streamer cringe." And I just said, "Oh, okay, sorry, sir." And that was the last of me in that chat. I got out of there. Asbo just added me as a friend. Shoutouts to Asbo. If you guys haven't subbed to Like Butter and watched his like 40-minute manhunt videos, you're missing out. You have to skim through them because they only fight like 6 people in 40 minutes. So, you know. And you gotta look out for the cringe things his friends say too. And then the best is when he thinks he's hot shit. He sent me a message. Hold on. Huge fan, bro. I love your channel. Maybe we could play sometime. Dude, I swear to God, every time I make a video about me quitting a game, somebody wants to play the game with me in the video. It happened on Destiny, too. I'm sorry, man. Maybe, I'm hoping that I continue to play this game after the next patch. But for the next 3 weeks, unless they do some hot fixes, there's no way. You know, maybe next Monday I'll do an incursion to somehow get a 214 holster with armor and god rolls. That is the specific circumstance. Because if my holster has armor, I can reroll my backpack again for either crit damage or skill power, and then I will have basically a god roll build. Back to like butter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the best is when he thinks he's hot shit. And he like barrel stuffs his mic and says something. Oh my god, dude, it's so fucking funny. Oh, it's so funny, dude. I'll never stop watching his Division videos. Oh, how could I forget Cactus HD? Oh my god, the cringe man himself. Wannabe T Martin with that upbeat tone of voice. When he said he had the God Roll LMG, it was like a destructive, ferocious, what else? Something else. And all of the gameplay he showed, I don't think he killed one enemy in one clip on Lincoln Tunnel challenging. And this, oh man, so bad. Cactus, you my boy and everything. He sent me another message. My build is 269k DPS, 68k health, full armor, and he loves to go rogue. God damn. Hope you don't get fucking status effect on with only 68k health. Rip. Back to Cactus. Cactus, dude, his Division videos are so bad. Oh my god. He just made a fucking M1 review like 3 days ago. Where have you been, son? And his M1 hits like a fucking water gun. I think like a week ago he uploaded a video where he was using the M1 and it wasn't the review. And he was doing 94,000 damage to the head with his M1. I'm hitting anywhere like usually around 200,000 non-crit, and then crit with stacks I can hit 1 million pretty easily. But by the time I would need to hit 1 million, the enemy's already dead. Unless it's a challenge mission. We're talking Dark Zone. Oh man, Cactus, you're awesome, dude. Oh. God, my pulse sucks now, man. I had so many. I had like wasn't it like a 68% pulse pre-patch? Now it's at 46. Fuck! Getting that 8.5% buff on gear, it's more important than having skill power, as evident in my build. I mean, I had it on my knee pads, backpack, gloves, and holster. God, my pulse used to be so fucking good. I was watching Chappie, and his build, I think I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He was testing out 4,400 firearms, because why not, right? And he had like 54,000 health and only 5,000 skill power. His pulse was so tiny that his damage was the same as mine, because my skill power makes my pulse so good, where it and this is with no pulse buffs on my gear. My pulse was good enough to make my damage numbers the same as his, even though he had 4,400 firearms. Because he wasn't getting a buff, whereas I was getting a buff, and it, you know, there's a word. Compensated? No. There's a word for what I'm trying to say. Counteracted? I don't fucking know, man. I'm retarded. And you know, when you're in a group, you only need 2 pulses because it has a 50-second cooldown, lasts for 25. Do the math. So, you do not need. I'm a firm believer in the fact that you do not need more than 3,000 firearms. If you have brutal on the bottom, I'd say anywhere from like 22 to 25 firearms is plenty. 3,000 stamina, and then, you know, skill power mods. There was a few builds on Reddit the other day that were really solid. And I think the best one I saw was some kid had brutal on the bottom of his AUG, deadly and vicious, and he had 27,000 skill power. That kid would be a god in the Dark Zone. Because he had all stamina mods and they all had skill power. And let's keep in mind, if I wanted to roll new mods that would roll anywhere from 130 to 160, it would cost Division Tech. That's a Let's also keep in mind that I thought that this game was at 60 frames all the time, where it's only at 60 frames on the PC. So I've been uploading all my videos in 60 frames. I feel like an idiot because I would always think people were retarded for doing that in Destiny. I'm going to craft an M1 real quick, and if my history suggests anything, this will be a brutal, deadly, balanced M1. This game just trolled the fuck out of me. I just almost got the best M1 of all time. This is the M1 that this guy was using when he was using Tactician's Authority. I'm not even going to cut to what I'm looking at right now. You guys just have to trust me on this. I rolled balanced on the bottom, which is the troll part, because my stats could have easily had balanced. Competent in the middle. Weapon damage is increased by 13.5% for 10 seconds after using a skill. I think that's a sleeper talent. It requires 2,000 electronics, which sucks. But that's a sleeper. If you can get that on the bottom of a gun, you're good. And at the top, I have fucking skilled. Headshot kills with this weapon increase signature skill resources by 11.5%. And it requires 2,500 electronics. If I got that on the bottom. Oh my god. Fuck you, game. Honestly. Now, see? I just sized up Tactician's Authority. And what does Tactician's Authority give you? Electronics. If I... This reminds me of that time when I said, if I get a patience in time, I'll keep playing Destiny, and I literally got it that nightfall. Oh my god. See, now I'm tempted. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna... If the weapons suck tomorrow, I am 100% using my Phoenix credits on both the Tactician's Authority blueprints. 100%. Headshots with a marksman increases signature resources by 11.5%. So basically, I would never need my AUG. I could just use my Vector or TAC-9 with skilled. And if you guys don't know, skill power also reduces the cooldown of your signature. I don't know if a lot of people know that. So Tacticians plus a Tactical Link build with Pulse and Smart Cover, I could be a walking Tactician's fucking Link super Smart Cover god. Fuck this game. I'm mad because it's gonna happen now. I just have to wait until Friday to see whether or not they release a god roll gun, because you know they cost 800 Phoenix credits. I'm gonna start turning my green and blue division deck into Fabric right now. Today is the day. Let's see, something just came into my mind that I wanted to rant about, but I think I forgot it already because I was rambling. I think that's a good end to the video. Yeah, we're at an hour. If you have any questions, let me know. If I missed anything, you can talk about it in the comments. And I want to like this. I mean, I do like this game. I want to continue playing it. Massive is doing everything in their job and in their will, combined with the Xbox community of using Shock Turret to prevent me from having fun in the game. And it's unfortunate. See ya. My name is Cyphex.